right. Hello, captains, and welcome to the Priority One Armada live stream. We are multicasting live via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch on August 15th, 2020. I'm your host, Kat, and tonight we are earning, I guess we're earning Latinum. Mostly we were dancing at the Dabo table on Risa, instance number 24. While we do that, we're going to hold our roundtable discussion. And joining me tonight are my two co-hosts, Selic and Zianto. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Zip zop bleep board.
Z, how's your week been?
My week has been fantastic. I'm couldn't be happier with the results of this week.
Excellent. And Selic, how's your week been?
More of the same, but with less sarcasm.
I know, Z, you not
I was laying it on thick there.
a little
I'm
bit.
slowly dying inside.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, well, all right. Yeah, it's been a week since the last show, so I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to everyone out there. Looks like we've got quite a few people joining us. Hyper Hydrar, Jaquita Seal, Ray Bosch Borg, Captain BG 1701, Fatal Pierce, Nightweb, Empire Destroyer, Teacher Guy, what's up? G-Man 1647, Baron Von Zolo, Ronnie Jackson, Jason Smith, hey, how are you? Liana Craig, I hope I didn't forget anybody. Oh, Claudia, there you are. The Bowgun 1, Farnsworth, yeah, I saw you and Miss Piggy there.
Farnsworth, you don't need to say hi to anyone. We can all see you.
Nice outfit. I like it. Anyway, well, Z, why don't you tell us what we have planned for the show today?
Well, during the round table on this week's show, we'll discuss the latest and greatest in Star Trek Online news. So if you've not made your way over to Risa, instance number 24, just come on and join us. We'll also share the latest in the Priority One Armada news and highlight some of our outstanding members in the community. After the roundtable, we'll soak up some of that evening sun on Risa, doing the summer events as the weekly away mission, to have some fun and most importantly earn some Lohanet. Am I saying that right? Lohanet? Lohanet?
Thought it was Lola nut.
Low nuts.
Lola nut.
Pine nut. Cashew nut. Favors. You must be level 10 to come join us. So anybody watching that's not on Risa, get on over here. Come hang out with us. Like Hydra types it too. Long. I still, that's not helping me. Spell it phonetically, please.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, that'd be you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say more. Yeah, I guess we should do a giveaway.
Did you think I was gonna say more, or were you editing parts of the script? Because I kind of saw.
Well, I totally forgot
yeah.
something that was that I had to do. Awesome. But anyway, if you would like a chance to win 999 Lolanot favors, all you gotta do is type the word Batleth into the chat for your chance to win.
But they don't even know what they're winning.
I said 999 Lolanot favors.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So
I thought
you
that
can
was
get
something else.
an outfit and most of another outfit. You could get the groovy band t-shirt that I have, or a nice string bikini like Z's wearing, or what's your Selic? Oh, that's Brent, sorry. Selic has nice shades though. That's cool. And part of looks like the retro swimsuit there.
Yeah, with just the standard shorts for some color.
Man,
Can I just?
I really like those shades.
Can I call out Baron Von Zolo for his like 70s kind of? I love he's got the chest hair.
Where is Baron Von Zolo?
Right to look to your right.
Hold on.
In the red shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's got like
With
almost
the,
a mullet
con
going
hat.
on.
That's classic. Nice. I like it. You're like, come check out my party bus. Awesome. Yeah, all right. That's you, Selig.
If you're not a member of the Priority 1 Armada and want to stay in touch with us in-game, then come join us on our Priority 1 chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel_join space Priority 1, all one word, and then hit the enter key.
And if you want to be a member of the Priority 1 Armada, and I can't imagine a reason why anybody watching wouldn't want to be a member of the Armada, because we're just that awesome. All you have to do is head over to PriorityOneArmada.com to sign up. We have all kinds of fleets, both Federation and KDF, all different levels, tier 1, tier 2, tier 4, all the way up to tier 1 million. So come and sign up and yeah, join the community. We have fun.
We have sharks with lasers.
We haven't gotten that project yet, but we're
Aw.
working on it.
Man.
If you're interested in picking up some cool Priority 1 Armada swag, then check out our Armada-themed merchandise available now at our Cafe Press store. The store has items ranging from mugs to mousepads, t-shirts to hoodies, and loads more. Links to the store can be found on our website and Twitch page.
Well, we have a few things to talk about this week in Stowe News, so let's just jump right into the roundtable. Selig, tell us about the Infinity Pack promotion.
Right, so running from August 13th to August 17th is a promotion that provides an additional bonus when opening a Research and Development Pack or Duty Officer Pack. And during this promotion, all of these packs will be 20% off in the C-Store. Purchasing a Research and Development Pack or a Duty Officer Pack from the C-Store during this promotion will reward you either 10 Lobby Crystals or a special Requisition Choice Pack Tier 6 promotional ship, in addition to the normal pack contents. This choice pack will have all of the previous promotional ships as options, for example, the promotional Disco Prize, the Vardoir Juggernaut, or even the Universe-class Enterprise J that everyone loves. For a complete list, see Cryptic's website. Note, only newly purchased Research and Development or Duty Officer packs will offer the chance to win the special ship. Packs purchased before or after the event will not offer bonus lobby or the special choice pack. Packs purchased during the event but opened after the event ends will still benefit from this promotion. So yeah, are any of you planning on getting any of these R&D packs?
Oh God, no. I am so poor right now. I am not. I can't even afford Raccuccino at the moment.
Oh,
Wow.
well, I don't know. Occasionally I buy the pack, but I'm not as lucky as, say, Farnsworth out there to win anything. But if I do need, Lobby or stuff, I just have so much R&D stuff. I don't really do these because I'm definitely not lucky with them.
Yeah,
Same.
I really prefer when they do the duty officer packs, because at least I know I'm going to get something I can use out of it. The problem I have with the R&D stuff is I open them and I open them and I open them, and then I just have a ton of R&D stuff in my inventory that I never use.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
do have the upgrade enhancer things, though, which, if you do a bunch of upgrading, are sometimes useful.
Those are helpful, yes.
But yeah, in general, I'd agree with you. They're less useful than the duty officer packs.
Yeah, when I use the usually when I upgrade too, I wind up using the Phoenix upgrades anyway. So I mean, they help, but Phoenix are better.
Yeah.
They didn't add anything new this time, did they?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
But they are going to, right? Can we talk about that, or?
Absolutely
Sure.
not. What kind of show do you think this is?
not
Like,
not
wait a
not to the
minute.
R&D, but they're adding those. Aren't there new ships on the horizon?
They
the new
have been
ship
teasing
sailing.
us, yeah.
Yes. Well, they're supposed to come out next week. We just didn't get any information about it.
Oh, they still haven't released anything, so
Yeah, other than
yeah.
their tweets, which, you know.
Why bother using our website when we can just tweet about it?
Exactly, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be a carrier pack.
Oh, the
So
cat carrier. That's right. Yes.
yeah, so
How could I
those of
forget?
you excited about that,
But there's more than that, though, right? There's supposed to be
well,
like.
see, this is why if they would have released an official thing about it, we would have known, but they didn't, so we don't.
But it does look like we're getting the cat carrier, the Jemadar carrier, and the Romulan carrier. I'm thinking a Klingon carrier. I don't recall seeing a Fed one, but I might just be remembering badly.
I think
I
the feds have the Fed. No, the cat carrier would be the Fed one.
Of course, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
I'm an idiot.
That's okay. I've never seen a. Do they Romulans even have carriers in the show? I can't recall
Isn't
ever
that
seeing one.
Daredex a carrier? No.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, in
technically,
the
it's...
show, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like, there's
Uh,
never that scene where they were like, Romulan carrier decloaking off the port bow, and then it shows up and it's this big thing with a, it looks like a bird. It's got that scary
Yeah, but if
face.
we go down that logic, I don't think we've ever seen carriers in Star Trek outside of the Discovery episode.
You have a great point there. In fact, they never even had Cation ships, so.
I mean, they didn't even have Cations until recently, right?
No, they go back to the original animated series.
Yeah, was it
TOS
Mares?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then in the movies, I forget which movie, one of the TOS movies has it at the end, they're all standing around, like, kissing Kirk's butt, and then in the background you can see one standing there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll be excited to see what those ships are like next week, or if they release any blog posts about it. Oh, Matt Black says Star Trek 4 is the movie with the Cations. Really? I don't remember
There we
that.
go. Matt Black, thank you, Matt. Because I can't see.
I said that, but that's fine. That's fine.
You did?
Yeah, it's
Oh, sorry.
it's during the courtroom scenes in the film.
I was
yeah,
multitasking.
that's okay. I blame Z anyway.
Quit making stuff up. Selleck with his crazy stories.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's another item of news which I didn't realize was happening right now.
What, the junior officer R&D weekend? Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
All right. Well, Cryptic is pleased to announce the return of the Research and Development Weekend. This event will run from Thursday the 13th to Monday, August 17th. Features several bonuses throughout Star Trek Online and will give captains all levels a leg up in advancing their rank in the research and development schools of their choice. For those captains looking specifically for extra help in their projects, all R&D packs throughout the game will give an extra 25% of the items they currently disperse for the duration of this event. Q R&D material packages, normal, advanced, and elite, will reward 25% more R&D materials and have a chance to reward a catalyst. Alternatively, captains wanting to advance through the research and development schools as fast as possible should seek out harvest nodes located in the mission maps throughout Star Trek Online, which will not only disperse 2 extra R&D materials each time they are used, but will also reward 10 dilithium ore and have a chance to give out R&D catalyst during this event. For all of those captains that work on a research and development project during this week, those projects will reward an extra 50% of the appropriate research and development school experience points. This includes projects to make components as well as those to make items. From Thursday, August 13th to Monday, August 17th, they are running a special weekend event where you can earn bonus commendation XP by completing any duty officer assignments. To those junior officers who work tirelessly in cramped Jeffries tubes, perish namelessly on away missions, or provide endless streams of reports and analysis necessary to starship functions, this event is dedicated to you.
Is that a shout out to Lower Decks?
I
Other than
believe
the
it
duty
is, yes.
officers? Yeah, that's nice.
Mm. What
Um,
exciting times we live in.
no, I don't know if it's in here. Hold on 1 second. Let me just look at something.
Do you guys
Yeah, I
do
don't see it.
these junior officer events? I did it once and then it's annoying, so I quit doing it.
No, but if you don't have the exo comp duty officer, all you do is go down there and click 2 NPCs and you get it, and it's a good free duty
Oh,
officer.
Oh.
So I don't
I don't
know.
think I have that.
Very easy to get. All you do is go to your homeworld academy. So that would be either Starfleet or the Klingon Academy. And there's one NPC that gives you the mission. You go talk to another NPC, and then you get the exo comp, and then it completes. So it's very quick, and it's a good. I think it gives you a battery increase.
Is that character specific? Like you have to do
Yes,
it?
it's
Okay.
not an account unlock. Yes,
Man. That's too bad.
I'm surprised. I'm looking through it. They don't mention it here in their notes, which is kind of
Hmm.
seriously, really.
Maybe.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, looking in game, it only lists this as a research and development weekend. It doesn't mention anything about duty officers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is. During this event, you'll gain 50% increase of all of your commendation XP by completion of duty officer assignments. You don't need to do anything special for this bonus. It's automatic. Receive a free special purple quality duty officer with a unique active roster power by speaking with your duty officer contact. For Starfleet officers and Romulan allies, this is an engineering exocomp duty officer. For KDF officers and Romulan allies, this is a Riemann duty officer. So they did mention it. That's where it is.
Oh. Should we announce our winner of 999 Lola Not favors?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So you can, if you are the winner, you can either message me or if you want to, you can message me or message whatever platform, whisper your in-game @ handle so I can mail you these favors. Or if I happen to run into you, I will try and trade them to you if I see you in the game. But the winner is the Bogan 1. Congratulations. You have won 999 Lola Not favors.
Yeah.
Well done. Find something nice.
How do I do
Yeah.
the-
You can get. How come that posted twice? That's weird. Well, anywho. Yeah, you can get the new T-shirts or a very cool retro swimsuit, which you can mix and match with other things. I like the shorts and the bikini tops, but I also really like the band T-shirts too. So
How do I make the confetti pop out? I don't know how to do this.
This isn't that kind of stream.
I'm like, hey now.
Oh no! You need like bits from
Hey now.
Twitch, and I don't pay Twitch. I'm not giving them my money.
Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot of other news. I mean, they didn't give us a blog post about the new ships, though, we know that's happening. So I wish that we had more to talk about, but we don't. There's not really even any Xbox and PS4 news because it's the same. I think they have everybody's just hanging out on Risa.
Even the devs.
Oh, there's developers here?
Not right now, but I did catch, I think the first or second day of Riser, I did catch the little dev tag that comes up in the zone chat when developers are talking, answering
Yes.
questions.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Who was it?
I want to say Taco Fangs,
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
but don't
Huh.
quote me on that.
Of all the people to come in and start chatting us up, you figured they'd have the community manager coming on to play Riser with us, but he doesn't like us. He's our community manager. He doesn't like us.
I mean, he's probably seen zone chat, so I can't blame him.
I for sure agree with that. Well, there was only a few patch notes too, where they resolved an issue that was preventing the summer event times from displaying properly. Now they changed it to where flying high, if you run that at Risa, will reward 50 Lolanot favors in addition to the daily progress, if eligible.
Thank you very much.
I know, I was real not happy about that. They resolved an issue that could prevent players who own the Rysian Corvette T6 from purchasing the Rysian Pilot Corvette T6. And they resolved an issue that was preventing the Top Hats category from appearing for female captains in the character tailor. Well, I'm real glad they fixed that. Also, the levelless Baul space weapons can now be discarded. So that's good if you had those clogging up your inventory.
Oh, from the ship.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Which I don't have, so it didn't really affect me.
I don't have it either.
It looked real nice. I wish I did have it. All right. Well, there's not a lot of Armada news either because, most of those fleets are working away at their Tier 5 colony upgrades, and if they're getting closer, we still need bits, though, to get those upgrades going in Delta and Epsilon, I believe. And if you were not aware, we have an ongoing event that happens every Thursday, TFO Thursday, where we get together and hang out and run TFOs. We usually run a KDF team and a Fed team. Or, if there's more than, one full team of folks, we'll run another team depending on who shows up. So it's pretty fun. And all you have to do is check your fleet window, and it will tell you what time that happens in your local time zone. So we hope you join us on Thursday to do TFOs, which is really nice because you earn marks and dilithium, which is always good to have. Thank you, Ego IC Living has followed us. Thank you so much. Trying to think if there was other Armada news that we had. If you were not aware, we have some specialty fleets, the Ferengi Business Alliance, and we have the Klingon High Council. So if you are a captain rank in any of the other fleets, you're eligible to apply to be in one of those fleets. If you have a Ferengi or a Klingon, an actual Klingon, it's a nice perk because you get bank access and store access immediately upon joining. So if you'd like more information, check that out on the website. And if you would like to support Priority 1 Armada, you can make a donation on our website and receive a thank you package based on the amount you donate. Visit PriorityOneArmada.com to find out more. And I know I wanted to talk about someone who donated recently, and it's Ray Bosch-Borg, because he's fantastic. So thank you for your recent donation, Ray Bosch-Borg. Always nice when you are so generous to us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Is that it for the roundtable? Let's start another giveaway. Shall we?
Please.
All right.
People are asking for it. The chat is blowing up right now.
No, it's not.
They're saying we want free stuff. Send us a giveaway. Nikki wants my opinion on the Rysa kit. I am very happy with the two new items that they've given us, the triple and the kit. I haven't re-rolled it into anything, but that proc that's built into it, what is it, 20%? No.
Let's look.
The plus, it's 30% when it's in epic. It's 30% ranged weapon damage.
The kit?
Yeah, and that increases. It increases by the amount of summer modules equipped. So I haven't even bothered to mess with that yet.
Oh, nice.
I gotta get me some of those.
Yeah, I got the ball lightning for my electrical damage. Rolled.
I have the ball lightning also. No, I have Floor's lava.
Oh, okay.
I have the ball lightning also. No, I have the ball lightning also. 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 I have the ball light So
I don't have enough favors, but I was trying to look up the kits. So I probably passed them.
I'll have to go through and mess with that. But the thing that really stood out was that rainbow tribble.
Oh, I love the
Yes.
rainbow tribble. Everyone should have a rainbow tribble. It's 100 favors.
You
This
should.
one here.
I recommend, yes.
Oh no,
And
it's
who's
50.
that?
I lied. It's 50. Look at that. I'm looking right here.
Kali Dogstar. Yes, the bonus stacks per additional module is great. Okay, I haven't, like I said, I haven't messed with it. It's base at 20%, and because I have one on there, I guess it's 10% for each one. So it's a little bit broken. I'll have to mess
right.
with throwing some more modules on
I
it.
have the kit showing. It is shields, improves ground shields, improves ground resistance. Yeah, plus 20% ranged weapon damage. That is boosted by the number of summer kit modules you have equipped.
Mm-hmm. So I'll have to mess with that and see if I can. I'm just gonna deck it out, but I just got to see what better modules they have to do a decent loadout.
Yeah, I really want to try the floor is lava.
But the other one is back to the tribbles. So it gives you a base. If you're just by yourself, it's 2.5% crit chance. But you can scale that up to 12.5 crit chance, which is much, much higher than the recent meta, which was always the gambling device for so long, which caps out at 10%.
Nice. Okay.
So
are we going back to the giveaway? Back to the giveaway. Hold on, let me post this. All you gotta do is type the word phaser into the chat now.
If
and
everybody,
you can get all kinds. You can get the kit. Well, you'd probably need one to get the kit, and then 50 to get the tribble.
If we get to the point where pretty much everybody has the rainbow tribble, then we're all going to get that bonus. So just that's the main one everybody should be grabbing up, is the rainbow tribble.
Also, it looks brilliant.
It does look cool. Give it a little
I
pet.
know. It changes colors. It's so super cute. Everyone get their tribble out. That is so cute.
Also, the rainbow caracol is really cool.
Mm.
Let's show those. Looks like Brent has one. Hey, Brent. Looks like Brent has one too. They are adorable. Look how colorful they are. Anyway, I love them. I really wish we had a pet tab on our inventory, though.
That would be nice. You know what I realized today, too? I'd really like to see a hailing mechanic in the game for player-to-player hails.
What do you mean?
So, like, you know, when you get close to NPCs, it's like, oh, hail the such and such ship to start the mission or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see that fleshed out more into a, like, if you get close to somebody else in space, you can hail them. Maybe like see their, like, ideally you'd see their captain pop up on your screen.
Oh.
And like a chat box.
I see what you're saying.
But you know, maybe just a prompt like, oh, you're close to so, like, just something. Because right now it's not there, and that would make it feel more immersive, I think. I don't know. I have crazy ideas.
Yeah, Fatal Pierce agrees with me about the pet tab.
Oh, we desperately need one.
Well, should we run some missions? What do we have? Oh my god, we're missing the dance-off. Let's go dance. We have 10 minutes left. Can we... Oh, 9 minutes. Can we do it in 9 minutes? I don't know.
We could try.
Alright, let's try. Here we are on the dance floor.
Wait, don't I have to get the mission? Oh, yeah, you got to talk to the dance guy.
You want to dance. Oh, I'm going to keep him over here.
Yes, I've pulled that one where you spend 5 minutes dancing before you realize you didn't grab the mission.
I did that too the other day. I was like, how come I can't hear what dance it is?
Wait a second. I talked to him and I can't pick it up. Oh, okay, there it is. I want to dance.
Nice dance party. Just dance. Remember, that one is the mix. You probably figured that out by now. And if you didn't know, if you go talk to the dance instructor, you can get the Samba Advanced emote unlocked.
Do the leg kick.
If this is your first summer event. Or if you didn't know you could do that, you just go up and talk to them. Oh, and I'm totally missing the dances.
Do the robot.
Yeah, so Lower Decks. It's been out now. It's the second episode. Now, we're not going to spoil anything with the second episode. We might talk about the pilot since it's been out 2 weeks. So, just fair warning. We'll try not to be super spoily. But what are you guys, what are your thoughts initially?
So my initial thoughts on the pilot episode, that's what you're asking?
Yes.
Wave your hands.
Hold on a sec, I gotta wave my hands.
Hold on, I missed it. I probably think I'm not going to be able to finish this one.
So my biggest... All right, do you want to hear... I'll start with something I really liked about it. And that's Rutherford. So far, Rutherford's been my favorite character of this show.
I love Rutherford.
Thoughts, Selleck?
It's a little early for me to be having favorite characters, but I totally get why you like Rutherford.
Yeah, but one of my biggest complaints, especially in the pilot, and it's something that you don't see crop up as horribly in the first episode, was the pacing of the show. And
Yes, I would put that down to it being the pilot and wanting to get through a lot, though.
I get that, but it really detracted from the show itself, because every bit of dialogue was, oh, I have a line of dialogue now, my line of dialogue. Hey, here's some dialogue over here. Hey, this is dialogue. Like, it was like rapid fire. And it didn't really give any of the jokes, especially for a comedy, time to breathe. And then in turn, they didn't really land as well as I think they could have. But the actual first episode, I think that was something they addressed and sort of fixed, so that could have just been pilot, first time out error.
Yeah, Ray Bosch Borg says he wants the lower deck ship, and Kali Dogstar said that they relate to Mariner so much in the been higher rank, don't want to stay there mentality. I want to like Mariner. It's just she's so over the top a bit. The first couple episodes is just a lot of her being overbearing, especially the second episode. But I really like it. I mean, I like it overall. I still watch it. I definitely like Rutherford a lot, though.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the show from what I've seen. It does have issues like all shows, but what I was really worried about was that it was going to be too irreverent to Star Trek, and I feel like it's not. It feels like these are jokes being made from someone who loves Star Trek, not someone who's necessarily trying to mock it. So for me, so long as they've got that, then yeah, I think the show can really go somewhere.
Oh, Jason Smith says that Mariner is Rick. Oh, gee. And I think I raised this point in the Armada chat earlier, was like, I really wish I had not watched the previews, because they kind of spoils some of the jokes. So Winters was saying, like, he watched it without having seen any of the previews, and the opening scene in the pilot with the Batleth, was really, really funny. But if you watch the preview, not as much, because you knew that was going to happen.
I had the exact same problem. Like, when I saw that bit in the trailer for the show, I laughed, and then when I saw it in the show, I was like,
Yeah,
I'd already seen that.
Yeah, you already saw it, and
Yeah.
it's kind of spoiled it.
It
But
does, but I'm kind of glad that they did that to sort of prepare me for the style of the show and especially the speed, as Z said, because I agree. I think it's a little fast, but because I'd seen that sort of
Woo! Way
opening, I was like,
ahead!
okay, this is going to get up to some serious speed, you know.
yeah, oh, and Captain BG 1701 brings up a good point about how it's not really. I mean, it is a animated series, but it's definitely for
Do
adults.
the
With
leg
there
kick.
is swearing and slight nudity esque type situations.
You mean Mariner in her underwear on the
Well,
tree branch?
and not just Mariner, Boimler was there
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
the robot.
So yeah, that was. I mean, in the was a vegan spider.
Yeah, the vegan spider. Yeah, the vegetarian spider. They milk that thing.
Yikes. Well, anyway, yeah, there are some
Just
adult
dance.
situations and definitely some swearing that, I, I didn't mind it as much, maybe just because I swear a lot normally.
Here's
So,
one thing that I really enjoyed about it, and I thought is a
Just
great
dance.
place for them to build off of, is the diversity in the races in the cast. So you have your human captain, and then I guess Boimler and Mariner are both humans, but then every other character
Do the snake.
is something else. Like there's the Bajoran, there's Acacian, there's
well,
uh
Tendi, she's an Orion.
yeah, and Orion, yeah. So I felt like they sort of gave us a lot of races for them to deal with and maybe do
It's club
some
style.
fun things with.
Mm. I really love the Cation Doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I love the Keisha Doctor too. I think it's great. And Tendi's like, I was supposed to report to the nurse. And they're,
Do the
during that
side
whole
step.
first sequence, that is the nurse. And it's, it was just funny.
He's like some kind of
Mm.
horrible zombie
Zombie.
creature, yeah.
And I think we brought this point up on the podcast, and Tony, I think it was Tony brought this up, but it's where the show is bringing the B story into the main storyline. So it swaps the main storyline for the B storyline. So
So they
you
did
want
that
to.
in the pilot, yes, but they didn't do that in the first
Just
episode.
dance.
That's true. Well,
So I don't think that's the
second
format they're
episode.
sticking to. But you still had kind of they still had a good way to feed the the main bridge crew into that B story, so they're not just like forgetting about them altogether.
Which one's Ta'ana? Are you talking about Tendi?
Do
Underbite
the
Fang.
running
That's the
man.
doctor.
Oh, Ta'ana. That's the doctor. I didn't know her name. I'm like, Cation Doctor.
Mm.
I feel like, yeah, I only just learned the main character names.
Do
Can you
the
still get the
running
duty
man.
officers in the Z store? Let's look.
Hmm?
I guess. Oh.
I'm having a look.
Mine are available not on this character because
Do
this is
the
KDF.
running
But if
man.
you want to take a look, make sure that you claim these on your Fed characters. And actually, these guys with their faces look better to me here than the anime.
Oh, that was another like kind of gripe that I have with the show, is they did a great job of animating so much stuff in it, like the I didn't get anything from that. The ships and the hatches and everything, they're very detailed. You can even see like the L card display on some of the panels and stuff like that. But the characters' faces just have like the bare minimum animation behind them, and it comes off very expressionless.
Oh no, where is my there it is. Okay. Sorry, I have to equip my feature flyer.
That's okay.
I don't have a fancy power board on this character. Power board race.
Yeah, this should be interesting with the amount of people here.
Yeah, how many are there? A bunch of people. But I'm enjoying Lower Decks. At least it's some Trek to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we all know what the big problem behind any of the new Star Trek shows is. The big glaring issue lurking in the background.
You might as well get it out of the way.
Alex Kurtzman.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to go away. He needs to leave our franchise alone and give it to somebody who knows what they're doing.
I mean, I'd be happy with Ron Moore.
I would
Oh,
literally
man,
be happy
I love
with.
Ronald D. Moore.
I would love that too, but I would be happy with anybody else besides him.
Hey, aggressively relaxing. Thanks for joining us. We are about to do the power board race.
Where does this thing start? Oh, it starts back by the
By the
thing, doesn't it?
promenade, if you beam over.
Just be over.
Oh, I really like Kenna. I like that outfit. Your color pattern there. Oh, it's about to start. All right. Yeah, I do like the references. I feel like in that pilot episode, I had a real issue at the end when Mariner just started talking about every, well-known, next gen.
Meta jokes, yeah.
I was just like, seriously? Like, you're gonna go about Deanna Troy's jumpsuits? Like, what? And, like, how would you even know that?
Yeah, like, is that in her Starfleet file or something?
I
Like,
know.
oh,
It was like,
she wore her.
does everyone know about that?
Who is that? Gilio or Gilio, the
Jellicoe.
captain? Jellicoe,
Oh,
yes.
Jellicoe.
So if you remember, he was the one who was like, "I'd prefer that you wore a uniform while on duty."
Right, yes. he
And
did
from
tell
then
her that.
on, we saw her out of the weird purple jumpsuit thing, and in a proper
Oh
uniform.
no, I'm gonna go out of bounds. Okay, I saved myself.
He probably put a note in her.
Oh,
He
reprimand?
did. He
Yeah,
probably
wow.
reprimanded
What a
her.
jerk,
that.
huh?
He wasn't. I mean, Jellicoe. No, did anyone like him
I
besides?
actually, here's the thing. I didn't like him as like a guy, like an admiral. He was a real jerk to everybody. But if you watch that episode, he got things done. Like, he had all the right answers, you know?
But not the right
Yes.
questions.
All right. Well, we have 3 minutes to spare.
But he was
I mean-
really like,
I just, he's all expecting them to do 4 shifts when they've been doing 3 shifts and getting on Riker.
he is that new boss that comes in like, oh, I'm going to shake things up and make a name for myself. And, before that, they had there was people doing like plays and classical concerts and stuff like that.
Not on his watch.
No.
No, it's only Seinfeld on his watch.
I don't
Yeah.
know if
What?
Winter's since last week was the first week of Ryza, if you have not talked to Pavel over here, you should do that because you can get some accolades and whatnot if you run his little solve his clues. He stands
And listen,
right over here by the docks.
and yeah, see some of his weirdly suggestive dialogue.
Yeah, he he wants to meet
Pavel
you
is
at
very creepy.
meet you at sunset and oh hey lag. Meet you at sunset, Uh-oh. What happens over here? He fell through the lounge chair.
Wait. What's this? Mirror Jellicoe got thrown out of an airlock by evil Picard in the Mirror universe. When did that happen?
Was that a comic book?
That's a
Sounds
comic,
like
apparently.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds like an IDW comic book.
I'm going to have to look that up because I got to see that.
Oh, I need to get into position for the Horgon hunt. I start back here. Winters has a other method, but I guess I'm stubborn now. I've just been doing it this way. But I also don't run it on 5 characters, so
True.
I just do it this way and run it on a couple. So, but I like to hang out over here waiting for the Horgons. 2 minutes.
But back to the lower decks. There was one joke. So in the pilot, you know when she brings up she's showing Tandy or what's her name? The Orion? Is it Tandy?
I
Tendi,
don't know.
yeah.
Tandy. Okay. So when she's showing her the holodeck, and she's like, "Oh, it's great. You can see anywhere in the universe that you can imagine." And she thinks of some place on Orion that I'm not familiar with. And then she goes, they have a Boimler try it, and he imagines the warp core because there's the bit earlier about it. He's talking how cool the warp core is.
Mm.
I feel like that joke would have actually landed a lot better if they had just given it time to breathe, or instead of him saying, computer show warp core, like he just goes over and taps on some buttons and it appears, and you get, so the audience doesn't really remember what it was he said, but when he brings it up, when it happens, it makes more sense. Show rather than tell. And I think they did too much telling in that bit, and it's just one of the issues with the editing and the pacing and stuff.
I would disagree with you on that particular point because I think the excitement in his voice as he suddenly decides, oh, the warp core, yeah, I'll show them that. Whereas I think having him go over and tap it in, you lose a lot of the spontaneity of it. Whereas because he says it so quickly, it feels like this is something he genuinely thinks is really cool. Whereas if you give him that time and that space to reflect, it becomes a more odd choice and slightly less sort of humorous. So I'm going to disagree with you on that particular joke.
I just felt that it was too fast paced, and maybe if they just edited it differently, it would have landed better. Because overall, it's a good bit, but there was just something off about way the presentation fell through.
Yeah, I didn't mind it as much. I want to go back to something AJ Biega brought up in chat, and he was asking why the Facebook chat is not posting on screen, and I honestly don't know why. I thought it all was working, so I will check it out. So sorry about that. I am using Restream, though. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. It should be working, though. Aggressively Relaxing was saying that the TNG Mirror comics are awesome. So if you have not checked those out, you might want to.
How could I not? I can't believe I haven't checked that out. There's a site that I use to look at some comics.
What, Humble
Don't
Bundle?
have it up. No, it's not that.
Pirate
It
Bay?
is. No, it's not that either.
Oh my god, do not talk about that. I've read a couple, but I haven't read any of the Mirror ones, and now I want to because I would love to see Jellicoe get thrown out there a lot. I'm trying to think of, without talking about the second episode. Yeah, I liked the second episode. I think I liked it a little bit better when I watched it for the second time.
I was just going to mention that both of the episodes I watched twice, and I think I enjoyed both of them more on the second viewing than I did on the first viewing for some reason.
I don't know. It's it's jarring, or something happens on that first when you're you're not prepared for. Well, like I said,
Mariner,
she seems so in your face.
On her obvious Adderall problem that she needs to get fixed.
Yeah, so there's some issues going on there. I do, yeah, again, so far I love Rutherford. That second episode has some great Rutherford parts.
Absolutely, yes. And I think that's kind of another issue that I'm having with the show is like when you're side characters, when you're, the two sort of B characters are more interesting and their story is what I really want to see instead of the A story, with Mariner and Boimler.
Are they? I mean, is it set up that way? It's hard to tell.
I don't
it
think
seems like everyone gets equal time, like they're all main characters.
Yeah, no, it was. Let's face it, like they're the main characters, and when they're focused on them,
where's my?
I think the only B characters are the senior staff in this show, really.
I know that's how they intentionally set it up, but especially with the first episode, the one after episode 2, after the pilot, I really felt like they were sort of the side, the B character story going on.
There's still some funny parts with the captain, though. I loved how she was like, "We need something to say when we warp out."
And you know that little thing they set up is going to come back into play later at some point.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to spoil it, but they did something in the second episode where it's like, oh, okay, I'm sure there's a story there that's going to crop up.
I would hope they would follow up on that.
Also, more of the relationship with the captain and Mariner.
I'm really hoping that they dive into that. I know they showed some of that stuff in the previews for it, but it doesn't seem like it's happening in the way that would be beneficial to the story. Also, I was watching it with somebody else, and they brought up a good point to me. They're like, "You're like the worst fan of Star Trek right now, because you want it to be this, like, kind of more complex, cerebral story, and like that's not what people are. That's not what they're doing with it. That's not what they're making." So it's possible it's just me, and I want a different show than what they're, the creators are interested in doing.
Okay, I'm switching characters because there's like 10 minutes of Horgan hunting left, so I'm gonna run it on another character just to get some favors.
That's fair. I just don't have the patience to run this on multiple characters.
Well, we have 10 whole minutes. What else am I gonna live stream? Otherwise, it's boring.
That's, yeah, true.
Make sure to show us your password and account information while you're changing.
Well, I do need to fix my chat window here. Sorry.
There is some nice attention to detail in Lower Decks, and a lot of visual, not so much jokes, but nods to Star Trek.
I'm kind of liking that stuff, yes.
I really did. I mean, I was watching an interview with Mike McMahon, and he was saying that in that first sequence when Mariner, oh my God, I'm losing my voice. When Mariner has that crate of contraband with the Romulan whiskey and all of that stuff.
You guys talked about this on the podcast, yeah.
I didn't mention this because I think I saw it after, but he was saying, there's all kinds of stuff in that crate that we could have talked about. There are a bunch of Easter eggs in there, so if you get a chance to watch it again, maybe, make sure you take a look for that.
Oh, you guys were talking about the color of the ale.
Yeah, well, we were saying, hey, it's Romulan ale. Maybe they were calling it whiskey.
Or whiskey, yes, they called it whiskey.
Yeah, they called it Romulan whiskey, even though it was Romulan ale.
But who was that? Tony that was talking about it? He said that's because they're like, they're the ensigns and they don't know what it's supposed to look like or what it's called.
I thought Mariner has seen some stuff. Like,
apparently.
How would she not know what it's called?
Maybe because she was so drunk. I don't know what they were doing with that. Either way, like if that was what they were trying to do, like that's a little too like meta, where you gotta be like super fan to know the difference.
Yeah.
But also, did you notice in the I think it was in that scene when we look into the sort of the cupboard, like to the side of the screen, you can actually see what looks like the Nomad probe from the original series in there.
Really?
Oh, really? I missed that.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out because I'm sure they're hiding like all these crazy Easter eggs that I'm just not picking up on.
Yeah, I need to. Who was saying? Oh, Kali Dogstar was saying maybe Romulans make whiskey too. Well, if they do, I would like to try that.
There's a simple way I can find out about this.
That's unreliable. But if it's on like
What,
this-
Google?
Yeah. Yes. I'm trying to think of other things from the pilot to talk about.
The opening is something that I
Oh,
really
yes.
enjoyed.
I do like the theme. How come that theme is just so much better than even the theme to Enterprise?
I'm gonna disagree with you there.
Ugh. It's a good theme. I like
But yeah,
I
it's-
love the opening because the detail is fantastic.
And I really like the humor in the opening that really sort of sets up the show quite nicely, and the sort of the nature of the ship.
Yeah, where they come flying around that black hole.
Mm. And then, nope, we're not dealing with this with the Borg and the
Oh,
Romulans.
Romulus! I know they were like pew pew. Okay, bye.
Oh yes, in the opening sequence, I love that with the Borg where
Yeah.
they fly up. Yeah, that was funny. And then what I didn't like it the first time I saw it, but the second viewing where they're flying and they have the big sort of like squishy space jellyfish thing attached to the back of their ship, just kind of like derping behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second time I saw it, I was like, all right, that's growing on me. Like that's funny. Because where did it come from? Where are they going with it? Do they even care that it's attached?
Yeah, I think we haven't seen that episode yet, but
No, it's from the pilot or from the opening sequence. So
yeah, but it
Yeah.
might be in an actual episode.
oh, I have no idea. Real quick though, from StarTrek.com. Contrary to popular belief, the Romulans have more than one alcoholic beverage
No.
available. Yes,
You're
believe it or
kidding
not,
me.
they don't just make ale.
What?
They also make whiskey. So apparently it is canon. It's in there.
You're telling me humans aren't the only species to drink multiple alcohols?
I'm
What?
not saying that. I'm saying it's humans and Romulans. Nobody else makes that stuff.
Okay.
So don't even think about.
Well, no, there's the Aldebaran whiskey.
Yeah,
so
and
there's
like
at least...
Aldebaran whiskey is also canon.
No, I wonder if
there's
they're
a
gonna,
lot
'cause-
of whiskeys out there. Interesting.
because
And Kat
she's-
should know.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's Cation, I wonder if they're gonna do any bits with catnip and the Cation doctor.
They could do. I would
That's
be
a-
fine if they didn't.
I really want to see that. I want to see her like go back to her quarters and she's all stressed and sits down to unwind and pulls out like a nip toy, like a nip mouse, and starts
Oh
Scratching
my
it.
God, really? That's. I hope they don't do that. Come on, they can't do that. Does catnip even work on Cations? We don't even know.
it must.
Okay, so we have, biathlon is next. I guess I'm gonna go starting point in
I do enjoy the
four.
biathlon.
I like it too.
It's a hair trigger, this one, but if you can pull off the
Panda says
the
it's
switch
cool.
over,
She has a prescription for the catnip.
It's medicinal. Without it, she could become less of a cat. Are we doing? We're doing something for the summer, right? For Priority One this year?
What?
yes, we're relaxing.
No.
Oh, Riser.
I mean, some kind of an event.
But we're doing it right now.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Do you have
Like
some-
last year, we had an event.
We did?
Yeah,
Oh.
you don't remember?
Nope. I don't remember yesterday. Jeez. Where's the
We'll
start
talk
of
about it
the?
after the show.
Where's the start of the?
Sovak's camp.
Oh. Sorry for the dog barking. Yeah. Panda brings up Sauri and Brandy. Yes. See, I'm just gonna surf around. You know, this map really is fun. It's fun to be on your power board.
Mm.
I just wish there was at least one combat queue that we could do for the summer.
What, like water balloons or
It's just something.
dunking?
Yeah, water
booths?
balloon fight like they have in Neverwinter. That would be fun.
Oh, they do have that in Neverwinter?
Yeah, you don't remember? We played it.
Oh,
There's the water- there's the
yeah. It
water
didn't seem like balloons,
balloon
though. It
fight.
was just annoying.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You play games other than Star Trek Online?
I
mean,
do, but it's still a cryptic game, so we're good.
It's a
Okay,
lot
good
of
point.
the only reason I can even play it is a lot of the mechanics are the same, because otherwise I wouldn't play it.
But it's also Dungeons and Dragons, so
Well,
that's cool.
plus the unicorn,
Yeah.
and I have a lion, and a honey badger. I mean, come on, it's awesome. You can get really
Just-
cool pets.
Just stay out of Bavaria.
Yeah, I don't like that place.
It's the worst place in that entire game.
Mm-mm. That
Ravenloft
ice
is
fishing,
not easy, people.
ice fishing place is the worst.
God, don't even get me. And then I went to the next map. I'm like, finally, I'm done with this. And there's more of it. I was like, oh.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, hey, we haven't announced our winner of the
We haven't?
favors. So let's do that now. So the last winner, and also just if you want to message me in game with your @ handle, not Bavaria, Z, Barovia.
Barovia.
Anyway, the
Bavaria.
winner is the Brian Denham. Thank you. Oh, is that the first one I had? Nope, that was a Facebook user. If you're, hanging out right now, you can come trade with me. But anyway, just message me or message whatever platform you're watching your in-game @ handles so I can mail you these favors. But congrats. Way to go. Brian Denham. And I think you were watching on Facebook. So you might not see the chat come up on my screen, which is unfortunate because I don't know what's going on with the Facebook chat. The biathlon starts in 30 seconds, though. So if you're not over here at the camp, come and...
Do I have to accept the mission to?
It hasn't started yet.
Yeah, but to get credit, do I have to?
Yes.
Something. Where is it? Do I talk to this dude
What are you talking about?
to get credit for it? Like the. I don't know. Never mind.
I'm like, huh?
Just don't worry about it.
It hasn't started yet.
Oh God, I'm caught on a pillar. No.
All right,
Help.
you can join the biathlon now. Where are you? What are you doing that you're caught? Oh, I'm in the wrong instance. No wonder this is terrible.
No, when the pillars appeared for the side, the buoy things, I was standing right where one spawned in, and yeah, now it threw me out, and oh God, this is horrible.
All right, well, I had to change instances. Thank you, teacher guy, for pointing that out, because I didn't even realize I wasn't even in the right spot. Hey, but I beamed in at the race start.
I never play this. I'm gonna fail it.
Watch the corners.
know
They're
what
a
I'm
bit
doing.
tricky, even on your future flyer. There's a bunch of people with future flyers. Who's this Ferengi? Mo Isk. What's up? That's awesome. Lots of people with future flyers. Careful about that Roxy.
Oh, ha 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 ha.
That's okay. I run into walls all the time. And I usually disqualify myself jumping from the power board to the flyer or the floater, sorry, in this race.
Yeah, the transition can be difficult.
Right? But yeah, some of these corners are super tricky. missed it. Dang it. I hope I didn't get disqualified. I missed the first ring, so there's that. But aren't you glad you got an impulsive floater, though, today, Z?
Yeah. I had one of the older ones on my main, so
The
that was pretty much what I
superior.
was doing, yeah.
Yeah, those are slow. Dang, someone's got a speed boost. They're like speeding right past me.
Well, I managed second place at least.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I screwed up the transition a little bit. I overshot the first hoop, so I had to sort of circle back and grab it.
Yeah, I missed that first one too. All right, that was awesome.
Yeah, I got participation.
Woohoo!
Woo! Yay! I
Dance
participated in the
party!
thing.
All right.
Proud of you.
um.
So this is what week 2 of 26 weeks of Star Trek. We're gonna do Lower Decks and then dive right into the season 3 of Discovery.
That's what it sounds like. I'm excited. I know people diss on Discovery, but I like it.
So Discovery got so much better in season 2,
Really did.
but it still wasn't like where I want it to be.
Well, I mean,
At least they had 2 really good episodes, though. I think so far the best of the series have been New Eden and what's the one, Sound of Thunder or whatever that is, where they go to Saru's planet.
oh, I do like that one. I like the one
Yeah.
where they find Jet Reno, though.
That's one of the early ones, isn't it?
Yeah, the first episode is where you're like Pike, and he's so awesome, and no one ever gets left behind. You know, it's awesome.
Well,
And then you meet
undoubtedly,
Jet Reno, and she's just fantastic. I just love her.
undoubtedly Pike made season 2. Like, it was all about Pike.
Oh, I saw a tweet today. It was I like Pike. It was great.
Well, that's why they're gonna do the Strange New World show, which is awesome.
I can't wait to hear about that.
I have a lot of issues with the concept of Strange New Worlds.
You do? You don't want it to return to more serialized or less serialized, more episodic, exploration?
That's not my problem with Strange New Worlds. My issue is that it just feels like such an inherently unoriginal show, because you've got characters that we've all seen before, you've got a ship we've all seen before, we've got an era we've all seen before, and we know a lot of the future histories of these characters, or we know that certain things can't happen. Like, this feels like the box that Discovery had written itself into, but so much worse, because at least Discovery was not the Enterprise,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get me wrong, I love Pike, I love all of the actors and the characters. I just feel as a concept for a show, I'm really concerned that they're going to struggle to do anything that's remotely interesting or new, because if they try to do that, they'll stomp all over canon.
Yeah, that's a point. I mean, if they were just doing their 5-year mission before, at least, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could go either way. I suppose if it's done really well, it'll be, a story a week and not some super intense yelling and shooting every single time.
I was just gonna say that, like, they're promising this thing, but they've already done that to us once and then gave us something else that wasn't that with
Right.
Picard. They
Right.
said, oh, it's gonna be an in-depth character piece, and we're gonna look at And those elements were there, but that's not what the show was. Like, the show was a lot of yelling and Romulans decapitating each other and things exploding in space.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Lots of
I think
Borg,
it started off.
Borgy stuff.
Yeah, it started off pretty good. Like, he's at the vineyard and there's the whole political thing going on, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Like, they could go in a good direction. And then it's just boom, straight into the action. Robots, androids getting blown up, and her boyfriend being like viciously murdered in the apartment. I'm like, oh god, they've strayed. Thank you again, Kurtzman. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I think I have to go.
I don't know. I don't think having one precludes, a decent amount of the other.
I'm not saying it was all bad, but I was expecting something very different from the way that they were billing it, from the way they were selling it. I was expecting way different, and then they just went in that same direction as Discovery, where it's just action and fast pace and these very layered in melodramatic moments.
Yeah.
I get you. I just disagree.
How am I further away from this thing? Are you guys doing the artifact hunt?
Yes.
I'm terrible at this.
I must admit the update this year to have the rather cool looking sort of Discovery style wedge thing appear is really nice, but it makes it so much harder to actually do because it's never useful.
See, Teacher Guy is saying that he's not looking for a lot of art in his Star Trek, which is fine, and they're doing that show. But if you're gonna do like 3, 4, 5, 6 new shows, could you at least give us one that's a little more the traditional Star Trek instead of giving them all the same fast-paced action stuff? Which we've gotten 2 out of the 3 so far.
Yeah. Where's all the, First Contact, Prime Directive,
Yeah.
stories?
And then like like this moral quandary, and you have 2 characters taking that was one of the things I really liked about New Eden and why it felt like actual like traditional Star Trek stuff, because you have these 2 characters, this moral quandary about Prime Directive, and do we let them know if what's going on with them, and that humans left Earth, and we're traveling the universe now. And you have 2 characters taking the opposite sides on that, like, yes, tell them, no, tell them, and they sort of debate over it. And they're not really doing that with the rest of the shows, so I would just like to see more of that back in Star Trek.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to see that, but it does have to move forward and do other things. So
And I'm fine with that, but like I said, we're getting like 5, 6 new shows, and so far 2 of the 3 have been that. I'm not counting the animated series as that because it's a comedy animated series, which is a completely other territory to take things in. So I don't expect that out of it.
Right. But I really don't like the artifact hunt, by the way.
Oh, I love it. They just need to remove the wedge thing. Just give me the hot cold. That's all you need to do this.
Yeah, the scanny bit is misleading.
Oh, I don't even bother doing that anymore. It's so weird to me.
The
It's-
artifact hunt?
Yeah.
It like
It's
literally
always-
just sent me in the
Right.
same direction. It was like, go that way, go the other way.
Mm. Like, the scanning thing has always been misleading. The only difference is in the old days, it only appeared on the ground, so if you're flying high enough, you couldn't see it and be distracted by it.
Yeah, this is really irritating.
Oh, so you can do it in okay, cool.
This is
What's
telling.
up?
I thought that it was still like the ground thing. That's why I haven't played it yet this year.
It's just telling me to go into a rock, and it's really annoying. Unless it's over here. Which I thought I was just hanging out over here on the beach, so... Yeah, I should have paid more attention to Winter's tips, because I know they're in specific areas.
I'm sure you can find a place online where it just tells you where they all are.
Hey, I found it! Holy moly. Yeah, I don't farm this stuff like some other folks, so... Oh, there is a map. Thank you, Extraterrestrial. Posted that in game chat. Oh, Nick380 says, most of the artifacts are on the beach, one at the camp. Teacher Guy says JJ Trek has destroyed all his hopes. Well, because Alex Kurtzman was involved with
Yes.
JJ Trek too, and
Ronald
yeah.
D. Moore, definitely a great choice to pick him up.
Well, he's very busy with Outlander these days.
Not who's the other one? The Deep Space Nine guy with the purple beard.
Ira
Oh.
Stephen Bear.
Yeah, Ira
Yeah,
Stephen
that
Bear.
guy.
Yes, it would be great if he'd be willing to get back involved with the franchise. Yeah, well, Kurtzman signed up for 5 years. His deal with CBS was for a 5-year contract, and we're what 3 years into that now.
Well done indeed. How can I help?
They could
So-
put him out if they wanted to.
Well, they could, but I think that the safer bet is just let him finish up the next 2 years and then find somebody who can give the fans
I mean, what's wrong with Mike McMahon?
nothing.
Yeah, I like him. He's a super fan. And who's the other writer that was on Discovery? Oh my god.
They've been through so much. Oh, I got an official count too. One of the big issues with Discovery. Here's the official count of people that have executive producer, or no, I'm sorry, not executive, just producer credits. 21. There are 21 people
Wow.
involved in that show that have producer credits.
Yeah, but like that doesn't necessarily mean much because a lot of actors can become executive producers. It doesn't necessarily mean they're involved with the production of the show. It just kind of means that they get more money sometimes.
But 21 producers, it still though they do get a say as that having that producer credit. And even if it's, let's just cut it in half. Let's say it's 10. That's still a fair amount of people. That's a lot of cooks working on that soup, that broth. And it could be spoiling it.
But like, I think the image in your head of too many cooks spoiling the broth is a little unfair because producers have a wide range of responsibilities, some of which have like nothing to do with anything you see on screen, so I get you, but because we don't know the breakdown of all of their responsibilities, I don't think we know enough to say that there's necessarily a problem there.
That's a fair enough point to make, because you're right, I don't have enough information, but just going off of what I do have with the 21 people involved, that seems like a lot. And watching the show, there are certain parts of it, not Lower Decks though, I'm talking about Discovery and some of Picard, where it's like, there's all this stuff going on, and I feel like they're not communicating enough when it comes to sitting down and sussing out what should be going in and what should be taken out. And
because I would argue that I think what you're seeing is more of a reflection of the high turnaround of writers that Discovery has had.
Oh,
in
that's
its
true
first
too.
two
Yes.
seasons. I don't think it's necessarily fair to blame the producers, or the writers for that matter, because why they left is there's a lot of things going on there.
Oh, there's only one person I'm really blaming for it all, and it's the guy who's supposed to be keeping the whole thing together. I mean, let's face it, that is his job, right? Is to keep this whole ship on course, and
Yes. I'm trying. Who is that guy? I'm trying to think of his name. It's driving me crazy. I'll find it in just a moment.
But yeah, despite Lower Decks airing like last week, it's been a pretty quiet week for Star Trek news in general. I feel.
yeah, even with Discovery right on the horizon. So I'm guessing it says 26 weeks. We can figure about 13 episodes for each show, give or take.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, they really haven't said too much about it, or at least I haven't seen anybody slipping, oh, this is the, even though we kind of knew what the plot was going to be, but, like who's going to be the captain this season, and
Oh yeah, we don't know. It's Michael Chabon. That's who I'm thinking of.
Ah,
He seems legit. He was more involved in Picard though. So we're hanging out on the roof until power board race starts.
yeah.
I still haven't found this dang artifact.
Oh really? It's
Yeah.
usually on the beach. Somewhere.
Yeah, completely ignore the wedge scanny thing.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, don't look at it.
So why would they put that there?
Don't. Yeah. This
Make
is my
get this
criticism.
party started.
Are they just jerks? Like trying to
Yes.
throw me off?
The artifact hunt is the worst.
The dance party is the worst. Come on, let's be real.
What? Well, I mean, if you get to do the awesome dance, so it's kind of good.
Because at least the scavenger hunt can be over in a few minutes if you get lucky. The dance party, that's a solid 5 minutes of clicking emotes.
Hey, that's fun though. I wish that we had gotten new bathing suits though. I mean, I do love the band T-shirts. Don't get me wrong, because they're awesome. But I guess they ran out of ideas.
And they've deigned to give us more baseball outfits because
Yeah, with no way to
somebody
play
must like them.
baseball. Like, no actual way. You can't even. I mean, that whole catch thing, but, like, if you could swing the bat and hit the ball, I mean, what else are you using the inside of that caldera for? It's right there, the inside of the volcano. Perfect spot for a baseball field.
Oh, I found the artifact. Yay!
Yay! I know. I want to get so many of the kit. I want to get the kit frame and the kit module on this character and all kinds of stuff. So I need a lot more Lolanaut favors. Baron von Zolo brings up the best point ever, is that CBS needs an equivalent to its own Jon Favreau to do a series of Star Trek.
I agree.
Like he did
and
with
that's what,
Mandalorian, yes.
and that's what Kurtzman was supposed to be, and he's not that. And
Well-
I'm just gonna call it how it is. I don't think he's talented enough to pull it off, and that's why he got rid of Brian Fuller, because Brian Fuller was that talented.
I love Brian Fuller. I wish that he hadn't have left, but yeah, I agree. Baron von Zolo, 100%. Teacher guy, Stephen Bear again. I don't know. I don't think everybody liked that guy, but
And I went through his catalog too to see like, oh, what else has Kurtzman been involved in? Most of his stuff is just like, I don't think there was any one good movie or series on there that he did that I enjoyed.
yeah, it's not my favorite.
They wanted him to helm the Dark Universe, the Universal Studios thing. That was a complete disaster. He wrote, what was that, Spider-Man 2 something or other. That flopped. Like, everything he does is just not...
Yeah, I think we've all agreed, like, he sucks.
No, I need to bash him for another 45 minutes or so.
I mean, do you really?
No. But what it comes down to is the only person who can really make that decision is
When do the race start? I forgot the race is starting. If you want to participate.
is Gene Roddenberry. But unfortunately, he's no longer with us, so...
And
I mean-
in fairness, some of his ideas were wild, shall we say.
And also a lot of the ideas that he rejected was stuff they wound up using on Deep Space Nine, which was one of my favorite shows.
Mm.
But the way I see it was still his creation, so he still should have gotten final say. Now it's sort of like the fans own it, or at least they're keeping it alive.
And let's not forget that, especially with the original series, some of the really great aspects of it was I want to say Gene L. Kuhn, things like the Prime Directive and a lot of the Vulcan stuff.
DC Fontana, Dorothy Fontana, such a good writer.
Don't get me wrong, Gene Roddenberry was in ways a visionary, but a lot of the things that make Star Trek were not Gene Roddenberry creations, and some of them he fought hard to not even be part of it.
Agreed, but either way, it was still his thing, you know.
Yes, I mean,
and at a
his
certain
name
point,
on it.
And that's kind of the weird part. At what point does the artist or the creator of something, does it stop really becoming theirs and become more of the audience?
Never. It's copyright. Yeah, never. I mean, well, the lifetime of the author plus, 75 years.
What I'm talking about is more
Under
the
U.S.
decision
copyright.
makings. The decision makings for the
I
franchise.
mean, that's how the show. I mean, that's how shows get done, right? Whoever the executive producers, whoever is the money, who's funding it. That's
Just
who.
squeezed into third.
Dang, you totally beat. I was ahead of you for a minute and thought I was about to get third, but I didn't. That's okay though. I saw Mallory rocking the Sons of None tank top, which looked awesome. Should put that back on whoever Mallory is. I like everybody's outfits.
But yeah, for a good sense of what Gene Roddenberry was like, especially with Next Gen, William Shatner's Chaos on the Bridge is a very interesting watch. A documentary did a few years ago. It basically tells the story of how that show got made, and in particular, the very tumultuous first 2 seasons of that show. Because they had a turnaround of almost a writer per episode was leaving the show. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and honestly,
well, after seeing some of those episodes, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that first 2 seasons of TNG, where it was his fingerprints all over it, were the ones that I enjoyed the least. It wasn't until 4 or 5, seasons 3 to 6 or something, where it's that just golden era, that sweet spot where pretty much every episode had something at least good in it that I enjoyed. And that was after he stopped dealing with it. But still, the way I see it, he created it, even if he fought to have stuff not in there, it still wound up in there. And
I mean, he came up with the original idea that was built upon by other writers, which, has now culminated in what we, consider canon and Trek. So, I mean, even though, he originated the idea, but other people built,
I guess
built
what I'm
on
getting
it.
at is where is that line between the fans, supporting it and keeping it going and popular and relevant versus the creators and stuff. There's that division between who really, I'm not saying owns it or I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for.
I don't know either, but you know, it's the production team is making this show, and that's the official product, so that's what we have to go on.
I'm very much with Cat on this.
Well, they need to get their stuff together then, because
Well, also thank you
Production
for
team.
watching Nick W380. We are at like 20 seconds from the powerboard race ending and the biathlon starting, so we could probably start wrapping things up. Have we announced the last giveaway yet? Let's do that. We have another 999 favors to give away. All you gotta do is type the word disruptor into the chat now to enter yourself with a chance to win. Good luck to everyone.
Especially Z, so we can get some better clothes.
That's
I'm wearing
like
enough. I put some flowers on.
I mean, that's like the string bikini. I didn't see what. Did you see what Panda's Cation was wearing the other day?
No.
It was amazing.
Panda, where you at? I want to see this.
Oh, is it Europe's Cation, Selic? Well,
Oh,
Panda's Cation has an awesome outfit, but I think Selic's Cation also had an awesome outfit.
I'm not going to talk about my Cation.
All right. Well, Panda's Cation, I think I saw him earlier before he switched to his Gorn, but it's great. I haven't even brought my Cation to Risa, back to Risa. I need to do that. I think I might bring it for Rawson though. Maybe that might be fun. I haven't played those in a while either. Maybe I'll play maybe I'll get that Cation carrier. I don't know though.
I'm quite curious myself.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those packs that's gonna cost way too much, and then it'll be on sale, and there'll be a Zen charging bonus, and then you'll talk myself into buying it, but won't ever fly them.
What, cat carrier?
Yeah.
What's the chances it's just a full pack of ships for like,
Yeah, like
8,000
200.
Zen?
I know, it'll be terrible. Oh, look at that. There is Panda's Cation. Hold on. I want to zoom. I'm like, it's very
Let me
cool.
see.
Mohawk and the band t-shirt.
That is
very punk
so
rock.
punk rock.
Yeah, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa, the race started. Sorry, Panda. You missed my close-up. But yeah, very cool. I love these band t-shirts. But then I kept saying, like, if this was me, I'd probably just be wearing this outfit anyway in real life, so. Most of my wardrobe is band t-shirts.
I don't think I own any anymore.
What? I have, like, crates of them. I have, like, I should make a quilt from band t-shirts.
No, come on. Those are going to be worth a lot someday.
Oh, God. Maybe. My Billy Idol and Faith No More show.
Faith No More? Is that what you said?
Yes. I love Faith No
What?
More. I know, right? So good. Hey, where's my... Well, that transition didn't go well. At least I didn't miss the first ring this time. I just couldn't
Nice.
get my floater to work.
I got very distracted by Z's ankles and never actually started the race.
Sure, ankles.
I'm right behind Britt. Britt, what's up?
Oh, here comes the excuse. Oh, the guy lagged out and went out of bounds. Sure you did. This is Star Trek Online. They never have connection issues.
Yeah, I was
This-
Yay, finished. Alright. Hey, Hey, there's Panda. Yeah, we have kind of matching outfits. Awesome. You know, that air guitar emote makes so much more sense in these shirts. I don't think I have it unlocked, but
I love the mohawk. Brings the whole thing
right?
together.
It really does. So super cool. What do you have on your arm? Is that a patch? A fleet patch? That's awesome. Yep, sell it. I really like the flower headband, and the sunglasses look really
That's
cool.
a pretty cool cation, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. To Ruri, and who we have over here? Andrew Cross. That's awesome. Nice sunglasses there too. Jones is wearing his Christmas sweat. He must be like cold-blooded because Rice is warm. Very nice. Yeah, that's awesome. I like the summer event for the nice outfits. All right, so
Did we? Yeah, we did the last giveaway, right?
I haven't announced the winner yet, but
Oh, okay.
have. Let's see. I'm gonna do the thing. Hold on, I can't multitask. So talked a lot about. I mean, even if you're not super enjoying Lower Decks, that it's still fun to have something to watch.
I'm not. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I'm just a little. Like I said, it's a different territory to take the franchise into.
Yes, you're
So
right.
it's kind of like that, bath that you got to kind of ease into and let the water sort of.
Like that Bugs Bunny where
Yeah, it's like hot at first, and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is a little uncomfortable, and then you sort of get used to it, and you're like, okay, I'm all right with this. So I'm really gonna hold off any true critique of it until the end of the first season, and even then, that's not a good way to do it because any show, Star Trek, whatever, always has issues on the first season. It's usually not till like season 2 or 3 that things get going and it finds its footing. And
yeah, I mean, you'd have to figure out what works and what doesn't. And,
exactly, yeah.
Whatever. But anyway, let's announce a winner then of our 999 Lola Not favors, which is super handy to have right now. You could get those new kit modules or the kit itself, or a new outfit or a board or whatever. All kinds of good stuff. So the winner is at AG Cruz. So congratulations. Message me either in game or on whichever platform you're watching, Whisper, whatever, and make sure it's your in game at handle so I can mail you these favors. All right.
For a limited time.
That wraps up episode 144 of the Priority 1 Armada livestream. Before we go, though, here's a glimpse at next week's show. Winters will be in the captain's chair hosting with Nikki and Z. You get to do it again next week, Z.
Yay!
As with every show, we'll be talking about the latest news from Star Trek Online and Priority 1 Armada. Plus, we'll be teaming up with you in another adventure zone to earn more marks and dilithium.
If you're not a member of the Priority 1 Armada and want to chat with us in game, then come join us on our Priority 1 chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel_join space Priority 1, all one word, and then hit the enter key.
And anybody who does want to become a member of the Priority 1 Armada, and you should want to, so you can come on and argue about Star Trek with me, because I love doing that. All you have to do is head
What?
over to the. Yeah, it's great. Let's talk about the good stuff, the bad stuff, what I liked, what you liked, what I hated, what you hated. It's fun. You just head over to the PriorityOneArmada.com and sign up. Again, we have multiple fleets over there for both Fed and KDF, so we have whatever you need to start your career with the Priority One Armada.
This episode of the Priority One Armada livestream is brought to you by our community patrons through patreon.com. Find out about the thank you packages we offer for each tier and add your support at patreon.com/Priority One Armada. It's your support that keeps us going.
And speaking of Patreon, a special thanks to our Patreon supporters like Wiley Coyote, Teacher Guy, Flexton, Amergen, Demorg, Tazan, Asar, Nick W., Thor, Seal, B Film Fan, Claudia, Riker Carlson. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for supporting us on Patreon. We really appreciate your support.
Absolutely. Thanks to everybody supporting us on Patreon and everybody who tuned in to watch the live stream tonight. Very much appreciate it. But we also don't miss anything, don't miss a thing from the world of Star Trek. You can catch all the latest news regarding Star Trek Multiverse on the Priority One, a Roddenberry Star Trek podcast. Get new episodes every Friday by pointing your favorite podcast app feeds to. I messed it up again. Oh my
every
god!
Every time.
It's fine, we'll rewind time, you can try it again.
Yeah.
Where's your Red
Get
Angel
new
suit?
episodes every Friday by pointing your favorite podcast app to feeds.PriorityOnePodcast.com.
If you want to, yeah, way to go.
There's a dot at the end.
There is. If you want to be notified of our next live stream, then follow our various channels on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, because you never know when we'll have another giveaway. But before we go, I'd like to say thanks to our artist, Jason Smith, and thanks to our social media manager, Anthony Cox, with assistance from Sean Babbitt. I would also like to say extra special thanks to my co-hosts, Selick and Zianto, for joining me this week. And of course, a big thanks to you, the viewers, because without you, none of this would be possible. So until next week, take care, live long and prosper. Bye, y'all.
Thank you and good night.
Slip slop bleepy doop.
See y'all later.